do you differentiate your product, right? And
Right.
how can you make product to be unique? What
Mm-hmm.
all things you can consider to do so,
Okay.
right? And those things also will be covered, like product selection criteria, product differentiation ideas. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I have like the module where I'll talk about all those things. Yeah. And the launch activities, how can you launch your product? Before
Okay.
launching, like what all the pre-launch tactics would be there, and what should you do
Okay.
before you launch your product, right? What all things should be ready,
Mm-hmm.
and what all things, those all aspect also will understand, like how you can make your launch effective. Hmm?
Okay.
And the launch strategy, this pre-launch and launch combined together, like you, how can you make your launch effective and all. So
Okay.
then coming to the your next stage of like growing your business, like
Right.
getting more sales, building your brand, listing optimization, PPC campaign, campaign strategy and optimization, all those things, customer communication, how do you protect your brand.
Right.
So all those things would be covered under this session, like a course model, complete course module.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll start with the presentation where
Okay.
I'll just give the basic introduction. Like I'll start from the scratch, in fact, like what is e-commerce first of all, and
Okay.
then like we'll take it from there, like we'll
Sure.
step by step get into the things, right? All those course thing modules. Okay, so you must be knowing that e-commerce. What is e-commerce, right? Like
Right.
as the name says, it is electronic commerce. Like uh,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you buy, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
product online or product, or it might be service. Whatever you buy, that is basically e-commerce, right?
Right.
So, what are the types of products? I mean, there are basically three e-commerce business elements. Where
Mm-hmm.
it says that product, hmm, the type of product are sold, and who sell the product, and where the product is getting sold.
Right. Right.
So that's basically the, I mean, how the e-commerce elements are, right? So products
Right.
where what it's sold, where it is sold, and who sells that, right?
Right.
So in our case, we'll be selling, basically there are these all things can be sold online, which is
Okay.
nothing but e-commerce. On the e-commerce platform,
Okay.
can be physical product, it can be digital product, it can be service, or it can be affiliate,
Right.
right? So when it is I mean, in our case, as you see, it is bold. So that means like we will be selling physical product. So I mean, yeah, but if we want to sell some kind of like software and all those things, that also is possible. I mean, that's also a part of, I mean, different kind of business where
Mm-hmm.
company also like software company, and they sell digital products, right?
Right.
And there can be service like any kind of a real estate website, as I was mentioning, like my site. That's a
Right.
service company. So they are also people buy service. That also is something can be sold online, right?
Okay. Mm.
And the affiliates. I hope you know what is affiliate, right? Affiliate is basically, I mean, a third person who sells product of somebody else
Right. Right.
through his platform, or through a third medium where he can sell others product,
Right. Right.
or service, or it can be anything like service or digital products, or physical product as well.
Okay.
Okay. And who the products are sold to, like as I mentioned the elements, right? So who are the product means actually can be the customers, right? So
Right.
customers can be B2C. With that means like business to customers. Like when I say B2C, the name itself it says that business to customer. That means if I am the business and customer are the consumer who are buying in retail, right? So
Right.
they'll probably will not buy it in bulk. They'll just buy in retail. They will
Right.
probably buy one or two items or some, say in a retail model, right? That's basically B2C model where, and that is the model which will be in fact selling our product. That
Right.
model, though B2B also is possible in Amazon, but
Okay.
that model would might not be that much of like, I mean, orders or something you will get on. But B2B B2C would be your primary
Right.
business model.
Right.
That's why it is on bold actually. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And B2B is business to business,
Mm-hmm.
where like I can basically sell my products in a kind of wholesale way. I mean, I can sell in bulk
Okay.
to business customers, customers who can buy, and
Okay.
those customers are the business customers. Hmm?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's B2B, and B2G is government. Like there can be, though in Amazon it is something not feasible, but that's a model where
Right.
I mean product or service can be sold to government as well.
Okay.
Okay, and what are the products sold on? Like what products can be sold on, I mean, any e-commerce platform? It can be Amazon or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, so branded e-commerce, like it's not what. Okay, no, it's not what are. Sorry, where are the product? Not what.
Where's the
Where are the products are sold on? Right.
right?
So where it can be sold. I mean, we are talking about online. We are not talking about anything offline here. So it is basically online, and we say that branded e-commerce stores, which is nothing but like selling on Shopify or BigCommerce or your own e-commerce store.
Okay.
When I say Shopify, if you have little bit of idea like how the Shopify and what is Shopify,
Actually, I do not
I don't know.
really heard of it, but I don't know their model, how it works. Like,
Okay, okay. So
yeah.
that's basically again a platform. I
Okay.
mean that provides platform. I would
Mm-hmm.
not say actually platform. I would say that you can build your own e-commerce website using
Okay.
their platform.
I see.
They have like modules which you can plug in
Okay.
and
Okay.
build your own website and sell your product. Like you will be, I mean, your own like kind of Amazon store.
I see.
Okay, so you can sell like it's your own physical. I mean, sorry, not physical, online store.
Okay. But how
Okay,
do you drive traffic to your store? Like,
yeah, so that's again a different kind of thing. Like you have to drive traffic from outside source like Facebook and Google and all those media platforms.
got it.
It could be social media, or it could be search engine
Mm.
platforms
Okay.
like Google, Bing, Yahoo, or
All right.
Facebook, Instagram,
Okay.
YouTube. From all over the places you can bring traffic, or
Got
you can do like Google search engine optimization.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But But in case of Shopify, BigCommerce, or your own store,
Mm-hmm.
you have to like get the traffic.
Okay.
But whereas in case of Amazon,
Right.
Amazon has its own, I mean,
Yes.
customer
Yes.
base, huge
Right.
customer base.
Right.
So you do not have to worry about like bringing traffic. You have to, I mean, basically focus on building your product,
Okay.
and that's basically and selling your product to the
Right.
customer what Amazon has already.
Right.
That's the focus what we'll have to put on Amazon business model. But whereas in Shopify, it's a different model altogether. Shopify or BigCommerce or your own store, it's a different model altogether.
Okay.
Okay, and e-commerce marketplace, selling on Amazon, eBay or Flipkart. All
Mm-hmm.
these are e-commerce marketplace, and that's what is the model what we will be. In fact, we'll be selling our product on Amazon, though there are other platforms are available, but we'll be primarily focusing on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so conventional commerce model selling through social media platform like Facebook, Instagram, those things are also possible. Like if I can also create my, I mean, product catalog on Facebook and try
Okay.
to sell the product, but that's not at the bigger level. So
Right.
that's
Right.
just for somebody who wants to just do here and there to sell few items. So
Right.
that's what can be done, but it cannot be a to a level where you can take it as a proper business. Okay,
Right. Okay.
yeah, so that's about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are the types of, like, as we, I mean, went through the models, like basically the e-commerce thing, you
Mm-hmm.
have now a little bit of understanding that how, I mean, what is e-commerce and where, means who, where, and what, right? You got
Right.
that idea.
Right.
Now coming purely to the Amazon, like what are types of business you can set up on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there are basically three types of business model what we can, anybody can start on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So one is like wholesale,
Okay.
the other one is retail arbitrage,
Okay.
okay, and the third one is private label.
Okay.
So I'll go through the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, wholesale is the business model.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like how it works. If I am the seller or you are the seller, you will have to
Mm-hmm.
find a manufacturer,
Okay.
okay, and
Mm-hmm.
whose product is basically getting sold on other marketplace apart from Amazon. It might be online in different marketplace like Flipkart or or eBay or any other marketplace.
Okay.
Then you contact them, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and get the exclusive rights from them, saying that you want to sell their product on Amazon,
Okay.
okay, and they will give you the exclusive rights to
Mm-hmm.
sell that product so that nobody else can sell that
Oh,
product, and they give that exclusive rights to you, and nobody else will sell on Amazon.
okay.
Okay,
So these products
and
will be first time available on Amazon. You're saying.
yes, that will be available, but that but this product has a brand awareness among customers. It,
Right.
it
So
is
this
from
will be.
outside, it will be from
Yeah.
like offline market or other online marketplaces, but not on Amazon,
Okay.
right?
Right.
That's
Mm-hmm.
basically the business model. So you have to find somebody. So sorry, somebody, when I say somebody, it is the manufacturer. Some manufacturer who can,
Okay.
I mean, who has already a product, good selling product
Okay.
on offline marketplace.
All
Okay,
right.
so you
Okay.
buy that product on
Mm-hmm.
bulk
Okay.
and sell it on. There you do not brand it because you are not going to change any brand there or anything. That
Right.
brand awareness is already established. So you are not doing anything as such. You're
I
just
see.
taking that exclusive rights and selling it on Amazon.
Okay.
That's the model,
Okay.
which is wholesale model.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. In this, as I mentioned that, that's what I'm talking about here. In this model, like seller directly buys from manufacturer in bulk quantity and sell
Okay.
to Amazon customers, right?
Right.
Buy from brand that does not have Amazon presence. Okay.
Right.
Preferably new brand that has good sales velocity on offline marketplace.
Okay.
Preferably a product not at the end of product life cycle. So
All
it should
right.
not be a product like which is already end of life cycle, right? That's the kind of product. If you want to get into this model, that's the kind of product which you should find. It should not be like
Okay.
almost at the end of life cycle, product life
Mm-hmm.
cycle. So if you find some that kind of product, then probably after a few months the sales would be totally vanished, right?
Right.
So that's not something you will but that's not the model what we will be working on, where our model is different.
Okay.
Okay, the next model is retail arbitrage.
Okay.
Okay, in this model what happens, like what the usually the seller do,
Mm-hmm.
they'll go on different this, I mean, offline marketplace or online as well,
Okay.
try to find some deals
All
in
right.
it, in probably 70%, 50%,
Okay.
90% discount deals and all. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
those product might be I mean, those product definitely would be new products.
Okay.
Okay, if they can also still go for the used product and sell it as used in on Amazon platform,
Okay.
that is also possible.
Mm-hmm.
But usually what in this model the sellers do, they'll go
Mm-hmm.
to this marketplace like Walmart, Target, Lowe's and all this. You know all this in American marketplace, right?
Right.
They have online presence, they have offline store as well.
Right.
You can find them anywhere, like online or offline, and find
Okay.
their deals.
Okay.
And what you can do, like find the deals. Let's say if you get 70% off on a
Mm-hmm.
Nike shoes, right?
Okay.
So what you can do, like you can get that Nike shoe on 70% off,
Mm-hmm.
whereas like after few days or something that off will go,
Right.
and you must have list that product on Amazon
Okay.
on the regular price, right?
Okay. Mm.
Then you get that 70% off what deal you had got, then
Mm-hmm.
we'll get that profit margin, right?
Right. Right.
That's a basically basic model, but there are a lot of like component involved, how you can find the product, right?
Okay.
Those
Mm-hmm.
all things will be there. But if somebody has to get into this model, they have to go on more on technical details how they can establish this business model, right? But
Okay.
that's not our
Right.
topic, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So we will be focusing basically on private label only.
private level only, private level business model.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
as I, mhm. And you're asking something, Vishal.
no, no, no. I didn't. That's it.
Okay, so you were mentioning that I'm talking. I mean, I'm talking of the same thing here. In this
Yeah.
model, seller buys the product on retail from many different market, or many different online and offline stores through
Okay.
deals and promotions, and then sell those on Amazon to make profit. That's the basic thing about retail arbitrage. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay. Coming to private label, and this is the model what we will be focusing, and this is how we will build our business.
Okay.
And in this model, what we do, like what the seller does, seller
Mm-hmm.
basically finds the manufacturer. Okay,
Okay.
before finding the manufacturer, he decides like what product he wants to launch. Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and what is the potential product he can bring onto the market with his ideas, design change,
Right.
some functionality, I mean addition onto his product, right?
Right.
Yeah. So by understanding the market and by understanding the customer's problems and all, he comes up with his own ideas or own differentiation pointers and bring
Okay.
the product. I mean, but for bringing the product, he has to I mean, the seller himself will probably will not manufacture his product.
Yeah.
He can still manufacture if his investment allows and to do so. He
Right.
can manufacture his product and do, but he
Okay.
usually will not manufacture because it requires a lot of investment upfront. So
Right.
usually what the seller does, he'll
Mm-hmm.
work with somebody else on a
Mm-hmm.
kind of OEM model where
Okay.
where the manufacturer will manufacture the product and brand the product, like he'll put a logo, packaging, and I mean, however the seller has given the specifications, right? Design specifications or functionality specifications.
Okay.
Accordingly, they'll manufacture the product.
Okay.
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 Now the seller will bring that product. He basically he buys in bulk.
Okay.
It would not be probably in just in, I mean, 10 or 20 number of units. It would
Right.
be definitely in higher in number, which
Mm-hmm.
probably would be 300 to 500, right? In
Right.
that number, the seller has to buy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Then seller brings that product
Okay.
on Amazon Marketplace and sells to Amazon customers, right?
Okay.
That's the business model. What private label is.
All
Okay.
right. So here in the when it comes to the manufacturer,
Mm-hmm.
now say for example, I want to sell a kitchen knife
Mm-hmm.
and I want to sell a toy.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do I choose a manufacturer in terms of that? So, do these manufacturers, for example, these Chinese manufacturers,
Mm-hmm.
so they will manufacture even a kitchen knife and they'll manufacture even a toy, or do I have to go to specific, manufacturers of each of these?
That's something. I mean, good question. So this is something is part of our I mean, future
I
discussions.
know, I understand. Yeah, correct.
So
Right.
this all will go through. How do you
Right.
like? Will find your specific product.
Okay.
Where you'll find and who will be your right manufacturer, right?
Okay.
Whether it is the same manufacturer or it is, I mean, two different manufacturer, right? If you want to
Right.
launch two products,
Right.
so all those things will, I mean, you will get clarity when we go through.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
in the future sessions.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm talking about here in little detail, like what is that private label business.
Okay.
So as I said, right, you'll have to find I mean, when I say you, the seller has
Okay.
to find the potential product.
Okay.
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 And once he finds and once he comes up with his idea,
Okay.
then I mean, here he creates his own version of the product, right?
Okay.
It,
Yeah.
I mean, the idea is not to sell the product which is already getting sold. I mean, it would be the same product which will give the same functionality and features, but
Mm-hmm.
there would be some uniqueness on your product so that you are like, I mean, you have own unique way to represent the product to customers,
Right.
right? And when customer sees on the search result, they see, okay, there is a product which is something different, right? I
Right.
mean, it might be from the packaging perspective, it might be some bundling perspective, or it might be
Mm-hmm.
from design perspective, it might be from functionality perspective, it might be from, I mean, there are some like perspective value or real value which you can create on your, I mean, those all things we'll talk about later, but
Okay.
that's how you will basically differentiate, like, I mean, you will uniquely represent your product to the customers, and they see that, okay, this could be a good product,
Mm-hmm.
and they can take a chance to buy your product, right?
Right.
So you create your own version of it, and
Mm-hmm.
and contact your contact the supplier, find the supplier and contact them, and get your product manufactured, bring to Amazon, like ship the product from the manufacturer place to Amazon warehouse, then launch the product, right? Launch the product on Amazon, then grow it from there.
Right.
That's this is basically overview, complete overview. I mean, that it's just a very broad outline of it, but there are a lot of in detail things should be there.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in this step two, create your own version of the product. Is it absolutely necessary that you have to create a new version, or maybe the
It,
manufacturer itself is making a product that is quite unique, and you feel that yes, this can be something that your is good potential to sell on Amazon. So, there, would you want to change anything in that, or how does it like work?
yeah. So basically, like, I mean, when we do product research, right, the market research and the product research,
Right.
you will mostly find the product which are being sold
Mm-hmm.
are of like similar type of products, like in
Right.
fact same products you'll find. And
Right.
when you go to the supplier, you will find also same prior type of product. Yes, yes, if you can find the product which is providing the same I mean, what do you say, solutions to the
Mm-hmm.
problem, like to whatever the customers have the
Right.
problems. So
Right.
I mean, when a customer buys a product, why customer buys a product? Basically,
Right.
they want to solve some of their problem by using that product, right?
Mm.
Customer doesn't buy the product just like to buy it, right?
Right.
They'll buy the product because they want to solve something,
Mm.
correct?
Right.
In,
Right.
if I take example of like probably our saving, I mean, if you're taking a saving blade, right?
Right.
Why customer buys, like they want to save and they want to look clean, and for that reason they buy, right? And there are other aspect to it, like this, while saving they should, I mean, should not feel I mean, bad, or should not feel, in fact, like they should not get hurt, or this, there should not be any cut.
Right.
Those are things also they, I mean, they basically look onto a product while buying that, right?
Right.
So that's what we have to keep in mind, like if when you are, I mean, when most of the products are solving the same problem,
Okay.
right? And if when we are buying, it might be a different product but solving the same problem, then that's
Right.
okay. Like if we find a supplier who has a totally unique product but
Mm-hmm.
solving the same problem,
Right.
then it's fine, like you can work with that supplier. But usually what will happen, you may not find the
Mm-hmm.
supplier who has done a unique way of, like, I mean,
Right.
designing or developing the product, right?
Right.
Then you have to come up with your idea how you can make that uniqueness on your product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, that's basically what I'm here also. It's the same, I mean, it's a diagram where it says like how it works out. You send the product to Amazon, and Amazon stores the product basically from this basically fulfillment method,
Right.
FBA, what I'm talking about.
Right.
So uh, hope you have a little bit of idea, but still I go through that, like how,
Yeah. Yeah.
when what exactly happens when you
Right.
send your product to Amazon,
Right.
how Amazon basically takes care of your
Mm-hmm.
product when Amazon gets order, right? When
Right.
in fact you get order, how what Amazon does.
Right.
Okay. So basically you send the product to Amazon and that is stored. Amazon
Okay.
stores your product, customer purchase your product, Amazon picks that product and picks and packs and send it to their customers, right?
Okay. Right.
So
Right.
that's basically again Amazon FBA overview.
Right.
how it works, like
Yeah. So
when
I have a
Amazon
question here,
FBA.
Mrityunjay, on the first part of it, the first step itself.
Mhm.
So in FBA, you have to send your products to the Amazon warehouse. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Amazon will not pick your products from any warehouse. You have to
No,
send it.
no. Yes, you have to send your products to Amazon warehouse.
Okay.
Amazon doesn't do that. Amazon will not pick up. Yeah,
Okay.
if you, I mean, work with their logistic company, they'll
Okay.
they'll pick up. Like in case if you are in the same country, right?
Right.
In our model, it is totally different because we are shipping from a altogether different country to different country,
Right.
right?
Right.
So in
Right.
that case, like I mean, it Amazon will not do that. But if you are within the country, let's
Oh.
take an example of India,
Okay.
and they have like partnered logistic company. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
they'll pick it up. Like they'll pick your product from your place.
Okay.
You have to just work with that logistic company, and they'll pick your product from
I see. I see.
your place to their warehouse.
Okay.
That's
So,
possible, but that's not in our model because ours is like a totally different
right.
kind of thing where we are dealing with two different countries, right? And
Right.
we are in fact third country.
Right. Correct.
Uh,
Right. So when they do they charge separately for shipping? So basically picking up your product when you're in the same country, or is it included in the FBA fees itself?
That will be a separate charge. They'll that is basically the shipment company who is doing that. They'll charge.
I
Amazon
see.
doesn't have anything there.
Okay.
Amazon just start will I mean align some third party, but
Right.
now they have like their own logistic, and they will also, that's called Amazon Transport Service. Okay,
Okay.
ATS, and
Hmm.
they'll charge that for the shipment, whatever your shipment according to your shipment weight and all, they'll charge.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, yeah. So that's basically the, I mean, first session of today,
Okay.
and this is a basic overview,
Hmm.
and we'll go through on next sessions like what all things you need to understand from the business aspect, like when you are setting up a business from the legal perspective,
Okay.
what exactly you need to understand.
Hmm.
So if you have to set up a business, or if you have to, if when you are setting up business, what all things are there, like what type of business are there, like
Okay.
I'll talk about those things like
All right. Okay.
private, I mean, proprietorship, partnership,
Right.
uh, private limited, or in case of US, it is LLC, all those things.
Right. Right.
And from trademark perspective, what is trademark? Why do you need trademark? What is patent? Why do you need patent?
Okay.
Or what you should, I mean, care about those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are
Got
things I'll talk on next session. So today's, in fact, a very short session today
Yeah. Right.
because
Right.
it's a first session. Like I just wanted to take you through this basic thing, basic concepts.
So,
Then you will go through those all things in detail, like what is
right.
Amazon store, Amazon brand name, Amazon seller name, all those differentiation things
Right.
we'll
Right.
understand. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So,
And any question like so far, like
no. So
anything?
I asked whatever questions I had. I already
Mm.
got
Right.
that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can go back. I mean, if you want to watch this,
Okay.
you'll. I mean, my name is there, right? You can find my name. Like all the videos are uploaded.
Oh, I
In
see.
fact, all previous videos are there. If
Okay.
you want to watch any of them, you can watch. But I would not prefer you to watch any of the video which are already. I mean, uh, covered up for other people,
Okay. Okay.
which may make you confused, because
Right.
if you go in advance, then it will not be good. And
Right.
go on step by step, then it becomes easy for you,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Where are they? Where
And
are they stored again? These videos
you have this YouTube. Do you see my name somewhere? Like,
in YouTube.
yeah. One
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
I'll send you probably the link.
Okay. Okay. So that is publicly available, basically those videos.
Yeah, it's public available, but I mean, whoever wants to come and see the videos, they can do.
I see.
But that would not be probably, I mean,
Okay.
on structured way, right? They can see one video there and video there,
Right.
so they will not be learning these things in structured way. So it will not. I mean,
Right.
as like how other, I mean, you have seen Seth's video, right? They upload most
No.
of the content, their content, but it might not be helpful as long as you go through their actual
Yeah.
module, because they take it to take you through the structured way,
Right.
structural way. So
Right.
you
So,
learn that way.
right. Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this session
Okay.
particularly is not exactly recorded, is what you're saying. It is a
No, no, it
previous.
is recorded. It is recorded. It is already
Okay.
recorded. Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
going to list this on YouTube, is what you're saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
And I
All right.
have different plan actually. I mean, I'm currently working on kind of building this module wise.
Mm-hmm.
It's though it is like currently it is module wise, like, but what I'm planning on, probably I'm planning more on recorded video, and I'm planning to have a week, I mean weekly or weekly twice or once, a
Mm-hmm.
kind of question answer session where I can answer questions to all
Right.
of my students, and something like that I'm planning tough.
Okay.
That's all work in progress.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But currently it is kind of one to one, so which is good for
Which is a good thing.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, good for the people, like they can learn
Right.
directly. Yeah,
Right.
and it can be more of like interactive.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'll send you that link.
Okay.
If you do not find, I'll send you. I think I have to. I mean,
Yeah. So I have to just search by your name, right, on YouTube, and
yeah, yeah. You can search by name.
okay.
Let me.
And I will do that.
Uh,
No problem. I can check it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop this.